Welcome back to Central Colorado Ballistics. My name is Wally. Survival is not a fantasy. It is not a movie scene. It is not a comment section argument. Survival is environment. It is logistics. It is a probability. Before we talk about caliber, we define the problem. People ask, what is the best survival caliber? But that's not really the right question, because survival is not a single event. It is a spectrum. There is a difference between immediate defense against brown bear in Alaska, emergency backup on dangerous game in Africa, long-term food gathering in the Rockies, and civil instability in a failing infrastructure. Those are not the same problems. They do not require the same tools. Let's define categories. Category 1. Immediate large predator defense. This is speed. This is penetration. This is bone-breaking authority. Brown bear. Grizzly. Lion. Possibly moose at close range. In this category, energy on paper does not matter. Penetration does. Bullet construction does. We will come back to that. Category 2. Long-term foraging and sustainability. This is not drama. This is calories. Rabbits. Squirrels. Small deer. Possibly elk depending on the region. Here, ammunition weight matters. Noise matters. Repeatability matters. Category 3. Infrastructure collapse, security. Two-legged threats. Urban or rural. Here we are not hunting. We are defending. Capacity matters. Durability matters. Parts availability matters. Category 4. Environmental extremes. Alaska cold, African dust, high humidity, salt air. Stainless steel matters. Synthetic socks matter. Lubrication choice matters. Context is what truly determines the right tool, not just personal preference. History removes ego. It shows what endured. Winchester Model 1894. Chambered most famously in .30-30 Winchester. Portable, flat enough shooting. Manageable recoil. It fed families for over a century. That matters. Mauser 98. Controlled round feed. Massive extractor. Reliable in dust. Reliable in mud. It became the blueprint for dangerous game rifles. Springfield M1903. Chambered in .30-06 Springfield. Perhaps the most versatile full-power rifle cartridge ever fielded. Small deer. Large elk. Military service. Worldwide availability. That's real-world survival credibility. The heavy class. Dangerous game bridge. 4570 Government, 1873. 375 H&H Magnum, 1912. These cartridges did not exist for comfort. They existed for stopping power. They are still the minimum legal calibers for dangerous game in many African countries. That is not an internet opinion. That is regulatory reality. Longevity equals proof. The sustainable classic .22 long rifle. The .22 LR has been in continuous production since the 1800s. It is light. It is affordable. It is effective for small game. It is not a bear cartridge, and it does not need to be. Sometimes sustainability matters more than sheer power. Caliber alone is incomplete. Bullet type changes everything. Expanding bullets. Designed to widen. Transfer energy. Limit over penetration. Ideal for defense against human threats. Bonded controlled expansion. Retain weight. Penetrate deeper. Useful for medium game. Hard cast. Solid. Deep penetration. Bone breaking. Minimal deformation. Required for bare defense. A 44 Magnum hollow point is not the same tool as a 44 Magnum hard cast. Revolver versus semi-automatic. A revolver handles heavy loads. No magazine sensitivity. Reliable with hard-cast bullets. A semi-automatic, higher capacity. Faster reloads. Easier recoil management. There is no perfect answer. Only trade-offs. Optics fail. Electronics fail. Batteries die. Iron sights do not. Ghost ring sights are extremely effective for close-range defense against dangerous game. Low-power variable optics can extend capability, but they add weight. They add fragility. In survival, simplicity has value. A rifle you cannot feed is a liability. Common calibers: 9mm, 22 LR, 30-06, 308 are globally supported. Exotic magnums might look impressive until you run out of ammunition. Weight matters. 500 rounds of 22 LR is manageable. 200 rounds of 308 are noticeable. 100 rounds of 45-70 is heavy. Survival comes down to math. There is no perfect single firearm. The break-action combination guns, takedown rifles, lever-action rifles, modern semi-autos, all represent compromise. If someone tells you one firearm solves all survival problems, they're selling certainty, not solutions. Not truth. Bear spray has statistically demonstrated strong effectiveness in defensive wildlife encounters. It weighs less. It deploys faster under stress. It requires less precision than a firearm in a rapidly unfolding charge. In certain environments, it may offer higher probability of ending the encounter without escalating it. That matters. Survival isn't about proving what you can do. It's about stacking the odds in your favor. Sometimes the most responsible choice is not the most powerful one. Sometimes the best survival tool is the one that prevents the fight from becoming a fight. That must be acknowledged. History shows us what endured. Cartridges that survived wars. Rifles that fed families. Tools that crossed continents. Context defines what matters. Environment. Distance. Weight. Purpose. But philosophy alone is incomplete. Belief is not evidence. Preference is not proof. Next, we test assumptions. Speed versus power. Weight versus authority. Penetration versus capacity. Reliability versus complexity. There is no perfect survival caliber. There is no universal firearm. There is only deliberate compromises, chosen with discipline. Choose what you can carry. Choose what you can control. Choose what you can sustain. Survival isn't about power. It's about probability. And probability favors preparation. I'll see you in the next episode. Freedom secured, rights defended.